Hi guys, here we are again. This is assignment 4, chemical use reduction and safety. Again, this little brief video is only to give you a little bit of assistance getting ready for this component and producing this form. Now, in the chemical use reduction and safety, as customary, I'm asking you to divvy the workload. Now, this is a rather large one in comparison. We're looking at about, let's see, 47 components altogether. So each of you will have a number of up to 5 different components that or different items that you'll have to answer to. So please look ahead. Make sure that you have lots of time. Let me know if you're falling behind, but I hope you have an opportunity to pull this off in time. So just to go through a couple. Under Goal 1, General Knowledge, we meet all state and OSH and A. That's health and safety regulations that apply to storage and handling of chemicals on the property. Now, it's very easy to say yes, we do, but similarly with all the other things that we've put together here, is I want you to look very closely. What are the regulations? How do you know that you're meeting all of them? Which specifically will you need to follow and ensure to be certain that you actually are following health and safety laws? For item number 2, we train all of our key maintenance staff in the basic tenets of integrated pest management, scouting, monitoring, selecting thresholds, making decisions. Now, you'll find this in a number of different categories. The Remember, the Audubon Cooperative Sanctuary Program is an international program, so it applies to every country right around the world. Not all of them have as stringent controls on pesticide use as we do in Canada. So on more than one occasion here, you'll be able to refer back to the fact that we can't buy pesticides without a government issued pesticide license. So you can use that as part of this form to really affect your workload here. Where you, if you explain once, explain the certification process through Alberta government or BC government or wherever you plan on going back to. Explain that yes, part of my license requires that we understand scouting and monitoring, that we understand IPM and thresholds, that we understand proper timing and treatment and the associated options. So basically, if one person takes that on, you ought to be able to use that component in more than one place here. So be aware, this can happen in other forms as well, other sections, where it's almost duplicating, and that's because we are, as a country and a province specifically, very stringent on our level of safety when it comes to pesticide use. So please don't feel that you've got to reinvent the wheel here and understand what's the rigor involved in getting a pesticide license, and being able to communicate that to Audubon International for the sake of this form can be done very easily and fluently, and if done well, you can use it in multiple spots. So keep that in mind as you work through this, so you're not doing extra work. Some of the other items here under Goal 2. Decisions regarding fertilizer applications are based upon soil test information. Well, now, as far as your planned efforts go, we'll hope that you take soil tests. Now, I'd like you to be specific again. Where are you getting soil tests taken from? Who's doing that for you? Some of you will choose to do that through your fertilizer suppliers. Others of you will go for an unbiased opinion by an independent consultant. But explaining that whole process, why we take soil test analysis and why we decide on fertilizer applications based on a set nutritional goal is important. So again, that's something that I want you to get through, and they also will lend themselves into answering other categories, such as we strive to maximize turf health and minimize resource inputs by improving turf conditions. Many of these things are reliant upon one another. You know, if you're applying fertilizer based on soil test information, you know you're only applying what you need to, and you know you're applying what's giving your turf the best chance at survival. So some of these work in tandem with another, and it's okay to say see item 4 including a briefer description with that reference to another category where you've provided related information. So something to consider. Hopefully that helps speed things up for you guys and keeping this manageable. Again, have any questions? Please reach out, and good luck.